I owe Patrick a great deal, and I use the lessons he taught me every day. I cannot imagine a better teacher of this subject than Patrick, or a better storyteller on the art of storytelling. You are in for a treat. Gil Pratt, S.B., 1983, S.M., 1987, Ph.D., 1989. Electrical Engineering and Computer Science, Massachusetts Institute of Technology. CEO, Toyota Research Institute. Fellow, Toyota Motor Corporation. Prologue. You will be empowered. You will learn how to speak and write well from this book. The return on the time you invest in acquiring knowledge about how to communicate will be bigger than the return on any other investment you make. In this chapter, you learn that there are principles that apply to all kinds of communication, both spoken and written. If you make use of just one principle from reading this book, that principle may be the life-changing one that gets you the job, wins the award, brings in the grant or contract, makes the sale, convinces your boss, excites the venture capitalist, inspires a student, or starts a revolution. If you persuade or instruct, speak or write, this book is for you. You persuade and instruct if you work in business, especially in sales and marketing. You persuade and instruct if you train or educate, if you do research in anything from anthropology to zoology, if you are in defense or law enforcement, if you are a student eager to get a good grade, if you preach or run a nonprofit organization, and certainly if you practice law, medicine, architecture, or journalism. All these have much in common. All involve moving ideas from you to your audience. As you persuade and instruct, you will speak and write. Many present with slides or help prepare such presentations. Some lecture, question witnesses, or run for office. Some write scholarly papers, compose position papers, construct legal briefs, or develop business plans. All these have much in common. You will learn about academic, business, and government communication. When I became a professor of artificial intelligence at MIT, I resolved to study those around me with good communication skills, focusing on what good communicators do that make them good. As a professor, I listened to and gave lectures, research presentations, conference talks, and task force reports. As an author, I wrote and edited books on programming languages, artificial intelligence, and the business of artificial intelligence. As a laboratory director, I wrote proposals and learned to sell research programs. As a member of government science advisory boards, I watched countless briefs on all sorts of subjects. And I learned how to assemble actionable recommendations valued by government sponsors. As an entrepreneur, I interacted with venture capitalists and learned what they value in presentations. I learned a lot. I learned by making mistakes. I learned by experimenting. But mostly I learned because I observed and studied great communicators and listened to knowledgeable critics. When you read this book, you will learn what took me decades to learn from those great communicators and knowledgeable critics, including not only colleagues, authors, researchers, students, journalists, editors, sponsors, lawyers, military officers, politicians, business people, and investors, but also artists, architects, chefs, designers, musicians, theologians, and many more in between. You will learn communication essentials. What you learn about one kind of speaking and writing will make you better at all kinds of speaking and writing. Here are a few representative things I do or help students to do. Present research at a conference. Write a paper for a technical journal. Lecture to hundreds of listeners. Develop a funding proposal. Explain results to a business audience. Send a call to arms in a letter to an editor. Give an after-dinner talk at an awards dinner. Talk through a poster or board. Write a review. Write a recommendation. Survive a thesis defense.